Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that all bell notification. In that way you won't miss any time I publish a new video. All right, so what are we going to be doing today? Gluten-free breadfruit bread. Okay guys, so today we're going to be making a gluten-free breadfruit bread. Okay, so first of all we're going to need to get a ripened breadfruit. So the breadfruit has to be fully ripened. So I had a breadfruit that got really ripe, and what I did, I wasn't ready to use it, so I froze it. So I thawed it out. So I'm going to get the breadfruit now to add to my bowl, and then we'll go about adding the other ingredients. All right, so this is the unfrozen ripened breadfruit. So to this, we're going to be adding, now remember we're using gluten-free flour to make this. So this is the gluten-free flour that I'm going to be using. Okay. All right. So we're going to add, let's see, 2 cups of gluten-free flour. Now, let's just make sure, because remember we have a lot of breadfruit here. Okay, so yeah, 2 cups, we're going to add 2 cups of gluten-free flour. So we have to squeeze it through. Okay, so we want to squeeze the flour against, or we want to squeeze the flour and the breadfruit together because we want to combine everything. Now, oh my goodness, what I should have done before getting my hands all messy was adding the other things first. All right, so we need 2 cups of flour. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. This is not going to work. My hands are all in a mess. In the meantime, I'm going to add in the yeast. I'm using 1 packet of yeast. Okay. It's very messy thing to do because of the breadfruit being all squishy and ripened. Okay. All right. Let's get 1 teaspoon of salt in here. I don't want too much to come out, so let's do it out over here first. All right, so I have 1 teaspoon of salt. We want to add 1 tablespoon of either butter or oil. So I will use some ghee. All right, so we're going to add 1 tablespoon. I'll add a little extra. You want to add 1 tablespoon of butter, oil to it, give or take, because I did add a little extra. Okay. Now I will add a little bit of sugar. Okay. So I think I'm gonna I'll add 1 tablespoon of sugar. I just totally messed up my my measuring spoon because of my hand. Now I'll have to add some water, so let's get some water. All right, time to combine and mix everything. Now guys, I said only add 2 cups of flour. However, I might have to add more because I'm feeling how moist this feels. And I want to feel I may have to add a little more flour to help to firm it up and dry it up, so to speak. Okay, I feel I may just have to do that. So definitely this, because of how sticky.
Hi guys, this is Laura's sidekick. I want to invite you to please, if you haven't done that, subscribe to this channel. You're going to get the best advice on how to do a lot of things. This is the best channel. Please give it a thumbs up and make sure you watch all the videos. Over and out.
So definitely this, because of how sticky this feels, I'm gonna add some more flour. So that 2 cups, we can say that is your foundation, so to speak, just the base, but you would have to add more as needed. It depends on how big your breadfruit is and so forth. Okay. Then I'll add a little bit more again. Come on. Thing about it, guys, breadfruit is a very versatile I guess fruit. You can use it in a lot of ways. The ripened breadfruit, you can make flatbread out of it. You can make bread, normal loaf bread out of it. You can fry breadfruit that is not ripened. So you can use it in so many ways. That's why I like breadfruit. It's a staple that once you live in the Caribbean, you should have in your yard, if possible, a tree, because you know you can use it in so many ways. This is a workout for me, guys, and as you know, I have cervical spine issues. So just doing this has my shoulders and neck killing me in pain. Yeah, and guess what? As you can see, I don't need to add any water because the breadfruit was so ripened and had so much moisture in it. It came together all by itself, so I don't need this water at all. So now what I'm going to do is put it in my loaf pan and leave it to rest so that it can rise before we bake it, right? Just scrape all the breadfruit off my fingers. You all are not seeing it, but that's what I'm doing off camera. It's stuck onto my fingers like glue. So I'm just, oh dear. Okay, let me see if I can try to knead this. I want to try to get it nice before I put it in the loaf pan, right, guys? And because it's so sticky, I don't want to add any more flour. So that's why I kind of want to put it in quick so that it can, the longer I leave it in my hand and play with it, the more I would lose the what flour I put, and it becomes more sticky. The breadfruit rather is absorbing the flour. Okay, so I'm going to leave it just as is, because you see, look, my hand is all sticky. I'm going to leave it like that, and we're just going to cover it, allow it to rest, and so it will rise, and then we'll move on to baking it, and then I will show you guys the finished product. Let me go wash my hands. Okay, guys, so I've left this to rest and rise for about 1 hour. You can do it longer if you wish, but I'm not going to do any longer. I'm now going to put it in the oven to bake. I have my oven preheating at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and so I'm now going to put it in the oven to bake. And when it's finished, I would let you see the finished product. Okay, guys, so our gluten-free breadfruit bread is now completed. So let me just put it on a plate, and I will allow it to cool so that I can cut into it so you guys can see. And so you know what? Let me get a rack. Right, this is going to be hot, so I'm going to have to move this fast. Ooh. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it here to cool, guys, so that I can cut into it after, and so you guys will be able to see how it looks, right? So let's just leave this here for a few minutes to cool a bit. Okay, guys, so now I have my breadfruit bread, so I'm going to cut into it. towards the end. Let's cut in here. It's still a little bit warm, but I wanted to show you guys how it looks. There you have it, folks. Our gluten-free breadfruit bread. Alright, so you guys can give this a try. When you have a ripe breadfruit, you can make some gluten-free breadfruit bread. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.